How much did I pay for the heads and cam setup? We back with another one though. Hold on. Look at my silhouette. I look stupid as hell. My shadow right there. Nah, all jokes aside though, as y'all can see by the title of the video, I will be doing a price breakdown, and I could kind of relay where I got some of my parts and stuff from for the people who has a Camaro and want to do similar stuff to their car. I can tell you where I got it from. In my case, I know a lot of people, so I got a lot of discounted parts, free parts, things of that nature. So I could just give you a rough estimate of what it would cost if you was to order through the sites that I got them from, or etc. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm gonna just do a price build down on the car, and I'm gonna just rough it out because I didn't have time to really sit down and go through everything. I had the car for like 2.5 years already, so I don't have the receipts for everything, but I kind of remember what I paid, you know. So without further ado, we're gonna go through the build process and everything, what it had cost, including labor. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna include labor too. So yeah, let's start this video off though. All right, when I first brought the car, the spider web right there. When I first brought this car, the very first thing that I did was, what did I do? What was the first thing? Oh, I did a muffler delete. So I did a secondary cat delete, and I did a muffler delete. I'm gonna drop a clip of what that sounded like when I did that setup, the muffler delete and the secondary cat delete. Yeah, so it sounded like that at the time. What I paid to get the mufflers cut off, and I had custom tips for them. I paid around like $550 for the secondary cat delete and the muffler delete. And no, there was no check engine light. Everything was after the primary cats and the stock headers. So I'll say the best mod if you want, especially for 2019s and up, because these come, they pop from the factory, like with a burble tune from the factory. Yeah, to get a deeper tone and a more aggressive sound, you know, unless you already have the money for it, then you can do full exhaust or whatever. But in my opinion, man, just that muffler delete, secondary cat delete had opened this car up, as y'all heard in the video. Yeah, so I paid about $550. Y'all keep tabs on it too. $550 on that. The second thing that I did was I did the starlights. Shout out to my boy Scotty LLC, King Scotty on Instagram, his main. I did my starlights here, y'all can see, and this is the shooting star kit. So every 15 seconds, I think, you'll see shooting stars go across. I can change it through different colors. It can pulse on with music, like the sound of music. It can move to the music. It can do all types of things. I paid him about $500. No, $700. My fault. It was $700 or whatever. Supporting my boy business or whatever. After I did the stars, the muffler delete, and the secondary cat delete, I went ahead and did this rotofab intake. Did the rotofab intake. So I just did the rotofab intake, and I was rocking that setup for a little bit. And the rotofab intake was like $450, I think, at that time, or $420 or something like that. And this is the dry air filter, by the way, because they have an oil filtered one where you have to like keep putting oil on it and stuff, and you have a dry one. As y'all can see, I didn't take good care of my filter, so I might order a new filter. Yeah, after I did the rotofab intake filter, I waited some months, and I'm like, you know what? Hanging around other Camaro cars, butcher that. I was hanging around other Camaro people at car meets and things of that nature, and these guys were full bow tying, you know. And I always say I would never do nothing to this car. Oh! Like, just because of the price of it. Oh yeah, not to mention I did pay $56,400 for this car back in 2022, if I'm not mistaken. at a 2.7 APR rate, which we will never see again in a long time. Fast forward, whatever, okay. Rotor-fab intake, boom. After the rotor-fab, and like I said, seeing the people at the car meets and stuff, I was like, you know what? I seen people on E85, headers, full bolt-ons, and I'm just like, okay, well, if I'm gonna be loud and stuff, I need an exhaust. Now, granted, this have a valve, this has already an MPP system from factory. And for the people who don't know, the MPP is a dual mode exhaust where if you go through the different settings, you can open and close the valves. It's kind of like electronically connected to the drive modes, the exhaust. So I, myself, being a quality type of guy, I was just like, you know, I could just run the straight pipe with the headers, but I don't want to be too loud. At least I don't want to be straight pipe all the time. So I sourced the Corsa Extreme MPP valve mufflers, not the full catback system, just the mufflers. So this car still has its stock, I think 2.5 inch or 3 inch pipe all the way to a Texas Speed X pipe. And then I got the Texas Speed 1 7/8 headers. And then I did a D1X, I think that's what it's called, the DSX or D1X flex fuel sensor kit. The mufflers alone, just the mufflers, the MPP system is around a little over $2,400. Yes, it's very fucking pricey. Not even gonna lie, it was very fucking pricey. It was a little over $2,400. The X pipe was about $300 from Texas Speed, and my headers were, I think, $900. So yeah, y'all could do the math there or whatnot. And then the labor for the dyno, the tune, and yeah, all of that was around about, I think I paid like $1,200. Yeah, like $1,200, something like that. So to install all that, to have that, and then to install it, it was $1,200. I ran that setup for a long time, full bolt-on, E85. And I started hanging around some more Camaro guys, and I started seeing the high rams. And I was like, I'd never cut a hole in my hood. I definitely cut a hole in my hood, went with the high ram setup. So when I was ordering the high ram stuff, I wanted a couple other things. One of those being the throttle body. I wanted to get a bigger throttle body. This is a 103. I think the stock one is like 93 millimeters or 98 or 93. I don't know. I'll correct myself in the videos, but I got a 103 throttle body. This was about almost $700, so around $700, the throttle body. The lid was given to me by my homeboy Chris Know-How. Y'all go follow him. Check out his process, his channel, and his Camaro, because he the one who kind of inspired me too to build my Camaro like this. He plays a major role in my life. So I got this one for free, just the lid. This bottom half here, I think I paid $500 off Texas Speed. Oh, I ain't even tell y'all the websites. Yeah, the bottom part, most of the stuff, like performance-wise, is from Texas Speed. Like I ordered the rotor-fab from Texas Speed Performance. I ordered the headers, obviously, from Texas Speed. I ordered the X-pipe, obviously, from Texas Speed. And the exhaust came from Corsa website, Corsa Performance website. Sorry about that. Yeah, so I paid the $500 for that. It didn't cost me anything because me and Chris Know-How, we put this together. He helped me put this together. So I ended up cutting the hole out myself. He came over, he helped me take apart the stock manifold, and we got to work. So, and I didn't have to pay anything for a tune, just because the shop that I'm with, you know, we have a close connection. So yeah, so I didn't pay anything for labor for that. So then I ran this setup. Oh my God. I got this back in January. So it's been a year. I've had this set up, the high ram setup. Holy shit. Yeah, 1 year anniversary. Yeah, January I did this. So at this point, my car wasn't wrapped at all. Yeah, so at this point, my car wasn't even wrapped. I only decided to, I knew at some point I was gonna wrap the car. I only decided to do it as fast as I did, simply because I ended up getting a scratch somewhere around here on my front bumper. I got scratched, right? Sucks, and I lost like love for the car. I know, right? Like it was the end of the world. But with the rest of the money I had left, I was like, you know what? Let me just wrap the car. So I went with this wrap from 3M called Satin Metallic Gray. I paid, including labor, $1,500 for the material and labor. I paid $1,500 to get this car wrapped as is right now. Shout out to my boy Scotty LLC once again. He hooked it up, did a hell of a job. It really transformed the whole car. So yeah, $1,500 went to the wrap and labor. Probably in the description, I'm gonna add up everything, all the costs of everything that I have done, like the total cost of everything. But yeah, wrapped this satin metallic gray from 3M. And man, this car, it changed the whole dynamic and character of the car. It just looked way more aggressive. It goes good with the red. Me personally, I'm like a simple guy, but at the same time, I like to make things pop more and give it character. And that's the goal. That was one of the goals with this car. Not only performance, sound, but it got to look good too. That's my thing. And then I went on Amazon and they brought some gold tape and just covered up. Not only for looks, but it does help with heat. So I added a little bit of gold touches here. I got to change them out. Go there, go there, go there. Boom. After I did that, I went ahead and got an oil catch can, Mishimoto. This was $250. This oil catch can right here. It was $250. I also added these white LED side markers off Amazon. I don't have the actual link, but they're on Amazon. You just type in white LED markers for Camaro, and you'll see the different ones you can get. They come tinted, clear. I used to have the tinted ones, but I wanted it to be a little brighter, so I got the non-tinted ones. They're like $35 or $40 on Amazon. And then I was rocking the full bow tie high ram setup for a long time, right? So boom, I'm like, you know what? I want to give the car some more stuff, right? So we did carbon in the inside. Most of these carbon parts that you see in this car are off Amazon. I don't remember the price of this, but you can just go on Amazon and type in carbon, components for Camaro SS, and then you'll see all the carbon stuff you can get. I wouldn't say it's not that expensive, but if you're in a budget and you want to transform your car, I think this is a good way to do it. I also have a P3 gauge. With this gauge here, I can clear codes. I can read all my temperatures, everything about the car. Like it's connected with the computer, all plugged up here, OBD sensor, and it's just plug and play, man. And the AC, the air vent is functional. Air still come through here, hot, cold, whatever I have it set at. I paid $100 for that. On the website, I think it's about $500, but I paid $100 for that P3 gauge through a friend. He was getting rid of his Camaro and he's just trying to get rid of it and part it out. So he gave me that for $150. It was either $100 or $150, but I know online it costs about $500 for that. Then I wanted to revamp just recently, about 3 months ago. I wanted to revamp, so I started adding carbon on the outside. The first carbon piece that I got was the front lip. This front lip was about $150 off Amazon, but as you can see, we have a slight. Oh! Yeah, it's not fiberglass, it's literally plastic. I wouldn't recommend this. I just didn't want to get real carbon fiber and then just the rock just damage the front, you know, it takes most of the blow. After I ordered that, we got the side skirt. Shout out to my boy Preem, he helped me with these. These are from Extreme Online or something like that, or I mean, you can get these pretty much most of the muscle car websites, like Carbon Add-ons or Auto Addicts, American Muscle. Like you can get it from, you know, Anderson Composite. They all the same thing. But I genuinely forgot what website this came from. That was about $400. like close to 400 after taxes and shipping. The trunk. This is the carbon fiber duck lid. This is from Anderson Composite, but I didn't order from Anderson Composite. I brought it off a friend. He was getting rid of his Camaro. So I think online these go for about $1,200 itself. And then after shipping taxes, you're paying about $1,300, $1,400. I paid $800 for this trunk. And then the diffuser I got from American Muscle, but it's an Anderson Composite material. It's made from there. That's the manufacturer. But yeah, this is the AZ type diffuser for the Camaro SS. They have like different, more aggressive looking diffusers, but this was just more cleaner to me. It fits the car, like the flow of it, I think, in my opinion. So I went with the AZ type. This is about $980, but after taxes and shipping, came with like $1,100. And I didn't pay no labor for none of this. Shout out to my boy Stockish LT1. He helped me put the diffuse on. And Chris Know How, once again, he helped me put the trunk on. Did that at night, I remember. And then for my birthday, my sister actually got me the mirrors. These are just overlays, but this is real genuine carbon fiber. These run you about $250, if I'm not mistaken. And then last but not least, it's not on the car yet, but I did get new taillights. The Umbre C8 taillights for Camaros. So it's basically the Corvette C8 taillights, but just for the Camaro. You know, I think it makes the back look so aggressive. Y'all let me know down in the comments what y'all think. The taillights for both of them, like a pair, were about $350, if I'm not mistaken. Like $350, almost $400, close to there. And that's about it, man. Future plans to the car. I am in the works with a shop right now because somebody on my TikTok was talking shit about the door jam still being white. If anybody wrap your car, got your car wrapped, you know it is very expensive to do it. It's a lot extra to get the door jams wrapped. So the shop reached out to me and we're gonna do something. We're gonna put something graphic here. You know, I'm not gonna say what, but it's gonna consist of a little bit of red. Of course, it's gonna be satin to float with the car. I think it'll look very nice or whatever. So we in the works on that. I don't know the price on that. We haven't gotten to it yet. I am gonna take this satin black roof off and color match it because just satin black is just terrible. You can see all the scratches and everything clearly on satin black. At least on a colored satin type of car, you don't really see any deficiencies like that. But black, you can see that shit for real. And yes, I will get a carbon hood. The one that I want is almost $2,000, so I'm not rushing to get that right now. I'm fine with this hood. But at some point we'll do the carbon hood so it can flow with the other carbon. I think that's about it. I think I went over the car besides the heads and cam package, which I'm about to get to in a second, because that's what you're really here for. Y'all want to know, y'all curious on what I paid for the heads and cam. I just figured I'd just do everything, the whole review on it, every piece that I've done to this car. And then tow hook off Amazon. That was actually the first modification I brought for the car. Like, that was the first thing I brought, was this tow hook. But with that being said, what y'all are really here for, or at least most of y'all, was how much did I pay for the heads and cam setup? Finally! Drum roll, please. I paid $5,200. Yes, I said it. $5,200. This also includes labor. This is what I'm about to explain. Because some people are like, oh, $5,200, that's a lot. Like this, and this. For the parts that's on this car, for labor, I would have paid way more. Like probably like another almost $5K more to have this set up. But I only paid $5,200, and I'm going to explain to you right now. Okay. Y'all see these right here? I don't know if you can see it on the camera, but these are PRC racing heads right here. Yeah. On the website, it costs about $3,500 just for the heads. The racing heads, $3,500 off rip. Then you got the cam and the kit. We're running like another $500, $600 after taxes and shipping. So off rip, just for the parts, you a little over $4,000, maybe $5,000 depending on everything else you're getting, because you also have to upgrade Well, I had to upgrade my high pressure fuel pump, but I'm gonna explain to you how I got it to $5,200. Once again, I know people, and one of my closest friends, he wanted to go back completely stock. He wanted a stock LT1 block, and I agreed that I would pay for his labor and my labor originally to break the motor down, mine's, and then break his motor down, swap them, rebuild the motors with his parts on my motor and vice versa, right? So he could be back stock. But it was more expensive to break all the components down on the motor and switch it to another car. So we ended up just doing a whole completely motor swap. Found it cheaper to just do it that way. And of course I went with my shop, Vpsracing. Once again, shout out to them for getting this car right. Oh my God. So the racing heads already run you about 3,500, a little over that. Then you have the stage 3 LC7. I mean stage 3. It's a LC7 Texas Speed LC7 cam, the latest version you can get. It's pretty much like a stage 3 cam. You know how people describe it. It's their stage 3. What else did I do? Whoa, what else is on the block? That's about it. You know, once you get the cam, you have to get the kit for it and then build the heads. But luckily, the racing heads, I think, if I'm not mistaken, comes with the kit already, like the stuff you need to build the heads for the racing heads. So if you was to get the PRC heads, you would just have to just buy obviously a new gasket, head gasket and stuff like that. But like I said, I just did a complete motor swap, $5,200, and that also included, I upgraded my converter to a ZL1 converter. You know, the ZL1 torque converter handles up to 650 torque. This car's not close to making 650 at all torque. So yeah, that's pretty much the whole build. Oh, and also the LT4 high pressure fuel pump, I upgraded that too, you know, to accommodate for the modifications of it, obviously. And with that being said, I think that will conclude the whole build and price breakdown of the car. And I also appreciate everybody who's supporting me, who's following my journey, who's loving the content. I'm trying my best to push out content, and I'm also learning, you know, how to clean up my videos better, just to get better at this, because I'm really enjoying it, you know, but I want y'all to enjoy it too, who's watching. You know, on your lunch breaks, while you're eating, you know, I just want to perfect this craft and continue to have fun with this and give y'all good content. And like I said, there's more stuff to come. I wish I would have been started YouTube and POV vlogging the whole process to the point that it's at now, but things happen in life and I started now and it's working out so far. So like, comment, you know I love Subway, so go ahead, subscribe, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, see y'all in the next video, man.